Hello everybody, once again welcome you all to the world of GDPI.in and welcome to lesson number 2. Before I start lesson number 2, let me tell you one thing very clear. Are you looking for a stress-free interview? Are you looking to come out successfully in an interview? Do you want to know the know-how of the interview? Do you know what type of question is going to come in for the interview? Do you know how to clear up interview very successfully? If you want to know all this question, trust me, watch this video for 5 minutes of time. In this 5 minutes of time, I'll give you a fantastic technique which you have never thought of in your wildest dreams, how to come out successfully any interview. Be it a behavioral interview, be it a stress interview, be it a case-based interview, be it any interview. Most of the time, these tools or techniques are very important and we are supposed to know. As you all know, one of my articles has been published in Competition Success Review in 2010, and based on that, I like to give a presentations for just for 5 to 7 minutes of time. What is called jigsaw puzzle in an interview? I'm asking you one thing. Have you ever played jigsaw in your child days? If yes, what is jigsaw? Jigsaw is basically nothing. It's some design, some maybe of country, maybe of populations, maybe of a scenery, where you dismantle the everything. And within no time you are able to reassemble the things. Imagine your PI, personal interview, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. And once you know this is called jigsaw puzzle, and once you have a set of mind, and it becomes very easy to you to get stress-free interview. And I'll explain you this whole of this 5 minutes of interaction in a very user-friendly manner. Just imagine, this is just a jigsaw. This is just a jigsaw puzzle with you, and map of this country called India, and the different states are there, everything is there. And supposing if I just put you like this, that means whole of the puzzles get dismantled. And if I give you 30 seconds of time to reassemble, it's quite natural. Two type of person will be coming and doing these things. One, by hit and trial methods, somebody will be putting like this, hit and trial method, you have to reassemble this entire country or India. And one more person who is smart enough, who knows what is there in north, what is there in south, what is there in the east, and what is there in the west. So immediately based on this sense of subconscious elaborations, he will reassemble the things within no time, and he could able to come out successfully. This is one way of techniques. One more technique. Suppose this is again an India map. I am showing you like this. Suppose if I say, where is Qutub Minar? Immediately you will say, this is Qutub Minar. Where is Howrah Bridge? You will say Howrah Bridge. Where is God of Lands of Living? Kerala. Where you get rhinoceros? You will get this. Where you get Porbandar like this. So how you are keeping the things when I am asking you questions? Have you ever thought of this? Now in context to that jigsaw puzzle, I will teach you one innovative techniques from GDPI.in, and once you understand, once you keep in a subconscious mind, whether if tomorrow you come front with the Barack Obama or a CM of any state or country, you will easily understand how the type of questions are coming to you and where from it is coming and how I could able to reply. So first try to understand what are the questions, because in a majority of cases I have seen how many questions you will be interrupted. Suppose if you are going for a campus, this I have asked to thousands of my students. Somebody said 30, somebody said 40, somebody said max to max. Nobody will answer you more than 25 questions. Take it granted from my side. That means if that 25 question is going to ask, $1 million question is, where from he is going to ask? Zameen se पूछेगा, या आसमान से पूछेगा, या पाताल से पूछेगा. So sometimes we don't know, and that is the reasons we get so serious, so tense, so upset, so disturbed, and we may want to remain silent and want to perform. Please don't do that blunder in your life. First try to understand the tactics of that interview, and once you know the tactics of interview, I think nothing can encounter you. You will freely go, face any type of interview and come out successfully. Now let me tell you one thing. Before I will teach you the jigsaw puzzle, just have a look into this called jigsaw puzzle. Here it is clearly been mentioned. Supposing a person is going to ask you max to max 100 questions. Done? I don't think any individual have the capacity to ask you more than 100 questions. Let assume, presume, consume. He's going to ask you 100 questions. Now, this 100 questions you set into 3 boxes. I have clearly been showing into this. Just have a look and you will understand everything. One, I created a box called section A, which is of 33 questions. It may or may not be coming. Section B, again 33 questions, may or may not be coming. Section C, again 33 questions, may or may not be coming. So total is how much? 99. How best you have the knowledge, if you don't have the power of executions, both in a written form as well as in oral form, it's good for nothing. It's good for nothing. So it depends on you. It depends on you how you have taken the thing so seriously. So once again I repeat, think your brain divided into three parts. Frontal part, section A, medieval part, section B, and lateral part is section C. That's called C section. So from every questions, may or may not be 33 question is going to come. So once again I repeat without confusing you, section A, which is absolutely a personal sections from which you will be encountering 33 questions. Section B, because you are studying in a professional college and professional institutions, definitely you have paid hefty amount of money, so you have to go for this professional questions from the professional education, that is 33 questions from the section B, and organizational, because you are looking for a company, because in this country, for your kind information, more than 93.5% jobs are private jobs. They are supposed to know who is the product, who is the competitors, what is the market shares, what are your strategy, what is the business analytics, what is called cryptocurrency. So everything you are not aware of, then I don't think a company would fit you. So let's go one by one. Let's start section A. So I once again I repeat, section A is very, very important. It deals only with your personal things. Believe me or not, once again I repeat, section A depends on your personal thing. So if you look at this piece of paper, it's a small piece of paper, but it's really a blue chip into your mind, fit in, and you can able to do wonderfuls in your life. So what I did in section 1, I divided section A into A1 and A2. Look at this. I'll be providing everything you online, and I'm sure that you're going to learn these things from this kind of activity. I divided section A into called A1 and A2. So from A, 16 to 17 question is going to come, and section A2, sub A2, 16. That means total of A1, A2 you will be encountering 33 questions. Once again I repeat, he may ask, may not be asking. So let's start with section 1. Assuming, so I have divided section A into A1, A2, section B, B1, B2, and section C into 3 sections, that's called C1, C2 and C3. And if C1 is 11%, C2 is 11% and C3 is 11%. So if you put all the sections together, it is 99% or 99 marks. One is depends on you, how you practice, how you deliver, how you execute, how you talk, what is the analytical bent of mind, what is the way of perceptions toward a particular problem. It depends on your experience, on your practice and everything, and which you have to do right from the beginning, so that you will be able to crack any type of interview which you are encountering in your whole of your life. Let's the game begin. Let's talk about today's section A. Section A is simply a personal sections. Once again I repeat, you have to, once you are giving your CV, bio or resume to anybody, you write so many things. You write about your parents, you write about your qualifications, you write about your hobbies, you write about organizational goal, you talk about your personal things, so many things are there. And if you are not in a position to answer all these questions, I think you are good for nothing. Supposing for a moment of time, I'm holding somebody's CV. So if I'm holding my CV, that means in a piece of paper, he or she has written so many things. For example, somebody has written an objective, which majority of the cases is copy and paste. It has written, I want to work in a growing organizations. So immediately I can start a question, what do you mean by growing organizations? That's very difficult. You have written hobby, cricket. Oh, that's very good. If I ask what is the weight of the ball, you don't know. And suppose you were doing an MBA, you were doing a commerce graduate, but suddenly instead of doing an MCom, you joined with MBA. If I'm asking, I could see there were changes from BCom to MCom. Instead of MCom, you have come to an MBA. What is the reason behind it? It's not aware of. So these are the small things. Suppose you have written, my father is a retired government servant, and if you are looking for a private job, if I'm asking, why are you looking for a private job? Your father was a government servant, you should have been tried for a government job, which is more secure job. People used to say like this. You don't have an answer. So my humble request to all of you, those who are watching my video, when you hold this CV in your hand, trust me, you have to know each and everything whatever you have written on it. Suppose you have written cooking. If I say, oh, who's Tarla Dala? You don't know. If I ask who's Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, you said, I don't know. If I say, what is the weight of the ball? You don't know. You have written, I have been all through attending NSS camp in Delhi. If I ask what was your experience when you had gone to Delhi for the first time, it's not able to express. So these are the silly things. Just keep one thing in your mind. Whatever you are writing in this piece of paper that is called CV, curriculum vitae, or a biodata, or a resume, you are supposed to know the answer. And this is confined only 16 to 17 marks. So what I want to tell you is, out of 100 marks, now I'm making you clear where from you are going to encounter your 16 to 17% of mark. So you are going to encounter your 16 to 17% mark from this A1. So before you hand over your interview, go for an interview, you just thoroughly look at to your CV, bio, resume, go for each and every minor things and try to able to answer. So in my next video, I'll able to teach you how to about the answer. First, try to know the questions. What are the probable questions? If you don't know what are the probable questions going to come, then you will be in a different problem. You will be never be able to be a successful person especially in the face of interview. So try to understand what is called A1. So let me come to an end. A1 is basically nothing. It is questions which is confined to your piece of paper. You have to generate that questions, and once you generate that question, you are supposed to know the answer. So with this, I complete the section A1. So please catch me on my next video for A2. Till then, take good care of yourself and please watch GDPI.in. It enlightens lives through soft skill. Thank you.